Okay, beautiful. Now this is me and you. I think my audio is working. Now what we will do is this. I'm going to go back to this index page. Let me close this. So I'll go back to the readers.py, the readers, and I will go to templates and I will go to the index page. Okay. So in this index page, I just want to turn it to what? So an what do you call it? To a login page. And you know there should be a registration page, right? So what I will do is that I'm going to create a form. And now that's a form. And right here now inside this form is asking me the action, right? The action page is the page that will handles the what? That handles the logic. Let me leave it like this. Then I need to give it something called method. So what method do we have? So now we are going to use post. I told you the difference between get and post, right? Post make our page or whatever information we submit to be secured. So after that, I'm going to pass, I'm going to put an input, and this is going to be text. The first one is going to be, let's use email. All right. Name is equal to email. Sorry, let's use email. Name equals email. So we're going to use email and our password to log in. Do you understand me now? Okay, now if I put that, I can do placeholder and set that equals to what? Enter email. Enter email. All we are following email. Okay, that's that. And the next one is going to be the password field. So here input, and then type is going to be password. Sorry, name equals to be password, and then the placeholder is going to be what? It's going to be password. Just like this. And here is going to be password. And I need a button to submit. So let's do button. And this button is going to be what? Sign in. Okay, like this. So if we go back to that page, let's view what we have done here. I can refresh this page. So now you can see we have these two right here. Do you understand me now? So I'm going to do away with this one, I mean this date, and I will leave this one. I can leave it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave, remove this name here, right here. So once that is done, we need to just do a little styling so that I can just look a little bit good. But we are not going to waste time on this. There will be a time when we'll do the proper styling, right? So right here now, let's just do do margin. The margin is going to be 0. We're going to do padding 0. Padding is going to be 0. Then okay, we can do that. Border box, box sizing. That's going to be border box, and I'm going to give it font family, family, and I'm going to make that 1 times New Romance. That's what I like using. So times New Romance. So I think that's okay for me. That's okay. I need to remove. I don't want this. Let me just do. Yes, I want the body, the page to be black. Arranging background. Let me just make it black. Like this. So let's see. Okay. But not just to that dark. I want to make it 29, 29, 29. Okay, so something like gray or something. Okay, yeah, something this way, right? I'll make it this way. Then my form, I'm sure I will not leave this. So now let's just do the form. And the form, let's just do margin. The margin, let's give it top of 5%. Let's give it 0, 0, and left 20%. Then let's give it width. The width of this should be, let's call it 60% being width. So let's give it a height. a height of 70 v height. Okay, so let's try see what we have. All these are not exactly what we want. Let me move this inside the form. Okay, I can just put the h1 inside the form. These are what we have done before, so you don't need to stress yourself. So this is it. Then let me style the h1 and the input. So for the input, so we're going to do height of 50 px. Then the width is going to be 90%. Then margin top 10 px, 0 0 and 5%. Okay, so display is going to be what? Display is going to be block. Then we are going to do border is going to be none. Border none. Padding 5 px. And outline is going to be what? Outline is going to be none. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, so you can see, but this is too big, so we need to give it box sizing and make it border box. So let's see again. Okay, it's still giving me the same thing. So why? Let's reduce this height. Where's the height? Okay, so let's just say 40. Okay, something like this. So let's quickly style the so let's style the button. So alright, and this one. So I'm gonna give it a width of 120 px. Then I'm gonna give it a color of white. Then the background, let's give it red. All right, so we got something like this, right? So probably do you want also reduce the width? Okay, exactly right. So all right, something like this. Okay, let's just manage. Let me change the h1 text. Let me change the h1 text. H1. Let's just do the color is white. Is anybody following me? Okay, let's give a padding of 5 px. Okay, cool. And then let's just go here. Okay, something like this, right? So we are not interested, but let's just leave it like this. Okay. Now, but we don't have an account yet. Is that so? We need to have a place that we need to do what we need to create an account. So what we need to do is this. Let's put a link. Let me put a link down over here. So let me just say h3. With this h3, let's do ahref equals to let's just say sign up dot. So let's just call it sign up for now. So we'll do every other styling later. So let's refresh. Now we got this style sign up, right? It's not looking as I want, but just for us to have a place to sign up. Do you understand me now? So what we need to do is that we cannot just go to that sign up page. What we need to do is that we need to also create a URL path and also the function for this, okay? So for us to create the URL path, what do? We need to go back to our urls.py. Please listen and follow. It's like I'm running fast, right? That's why I'm recording, so that later you can go through it and you can watch. Now what we need to do now is I need to go into urls.py that is inside our app, which is here, and create that path. Okay, so I'll just do path. And with this path, I'm going to do /. sign up. Do you understand me now? So with this sign up, comma, views dot what dot sign up. So I'm naming that function sign up. Do you understand me now? Then comma, I'm going to give it a name, and I'm also going to give the name sign up. Do you understand me now? So that's first thing. The next thing I need to do is I will go back to my template, and I'm going to create this sign up. So I'm going to do sign up dot html right here. So let's create a form right here. Okay, right now I'm going to just copy this index page. Let me copy the whole thing I have. Let me just do that so that I can get the same what do you call it, the styling. So that's what I want to work with. So right here I will only have, we just have two things. For now, let's just do the email and password. Do you understand me now? Okay, let's do email and password, which is what we have here, right? And right here, okay, this is already signed up. This is going to be sign in. So, oh, okay, yeah, that's good. So right here now, I will just put this one as index or empty, right? Empty, that will directly go to the direct sign in page. So let's just say sign in, because you have already created an account, so you sign in here. That's what I'm trying to do. Do you understand me now? Sign in. So this is going to be login. Do you understand me now? Okay, sorry, we are creating an account here, right? So this is going to be sign up. Sign up. Do you understand? Okay, let's view this one that we have. This is what we use to log in. All right. So if I click here, it should take us to that other page. Sign up. Do you see it now? So on that sign up page, something happened. Let's save this again. We have not created a view, and that is what it's saying. So let's go to the views.py. Those are just the three places we go: views, urls.py, and what again? And that's all. We just create the template. So let's go to views.py. And inside this view, we are going to create a function which we call def. And we're going to call it sign up. Sign what? Sign up. And then requests. And down here, we're going to return render. And what are we returning? We're going to return render this particular template here. You with me now? Just like this. So we do this. I think we should have our server running correctly. So let me try this out. So now we have an issue. Okay, name. Okay, the current pass sign up did not match. Yes, because of what I did. Let's go back. We're gonna go back to the URLs. Where's that? So let me remove this one. That's the reason. So this can be forward slash. So let's go back now and try that. Go back, refresh. Okay, so we have our sign up page now. You see it now. So let me change something here so that you can know. This is our sign up page. Now the top here, let's just say create account. Create account. So let's go back to the home page and then let's refresh. Sign up. Have you seen it now? So we are now in the sign up page. So what we just want to do is to create our email and then a password, so that we can now come back and do what? And log in. So we want to make it just this simple. Do you understand me now? You want to have a question, right? You have a question, right? We have not even started anything. Leave confirmation of passwords. That one is a later thing, not now. Okay, so any other relevant, I'm trying to, because I see that my battery is going low now. Any other thing? Should I continue? Can you still manage to see my screen? Or maybe I should stop recording. So, all right, and because the battery is going down. All right, now that we have that done, we need to create the logic for this registration. So where we have that logic is going to be inside the view.py. Are you with me now? It's going to be inside the view.py. What we need to do is that there is a form on this sign up page. You see the form. Now, in this form, we have two things here. We have name equals to email, and we also have name equals to what? Password. You see, these two things are what we need. So I'll go back to this particular page. Sorry, not this page. Let me close the URL. So we will know that we are working in. Let's close the URLs also. So let's have these two, the sign up and the views.py. Are you with me now? So in this view.py, we want to grab these two values. This name equals email and this name equals to what? Password. Okay. So for us to do that, I will go back here and I'm going to do something. I'm going to use an if statement. If request dot method equals to posts. Do you understand me now? Now, what that is saying is that there's a request here. All right. The moment we load that page, the request is what you are sending to the server. What that means is that if by any chance the user click this particular button, that means it's triggering that form to actually execute, because the form is using a method called what? Post. Do you understand? So if by chance that happens, then what should happen? We want to get the value. All right. Now we are going to say email is equals to what? Request dot post. Let me remove this get. And then that will be equals to what? Email. Sorry. The email. Have you seen it now? So email equals request dot post, the email we are entering into that field. Then what's the second thing? Password, right? Like this also. So we are also grabbing the password. Do you understand me now? So it means that once we click this button, the Python will actually hold those values that we enter. But let's see if that is actually correct or we are getting what we are doing. So I'll just do print. Let's just do print your email address is okay, sorry, remind me. So now you see it now equals to email like this. Okay, so we want to see it printed onto this console. Let's see if that's going to work. So I'm going to refresh this page and then let me just click sign up. Okay, now there is something that we did not actually pass because of what we call cross-site request forgery. Just to avoid SQL injection, we need to pass an authentic verification code after we use what do you call it? Method equals to post. But assuming we are using get, we don't need that. So you can see that's why it's returning this error on this page. That CSRF verification field request aborted. So we need to pass something we call CSRF underscore token, which is this one. All right, so I'm going to copy it and go under this form and paste this in. Under the form method equals a post, then I paste it here. So let's see if it's going to show. Now that's what we have, right? So let's click this. No error. But let's check. Do we have this? The email is this. That means that it is captured. Do you understand me now? We can also add the password. But now that we see that it's working, then let's use the value we enter to actually register. It's tired. Do you understand me now? Hello, what I've done now, I don't know whether it's clear to us. Don't worry, you will watch the video and you slow it down to get what it is. All right, now we have actually created these two input fields for email and for what? Password. And for these two now, we actually want to actually create our accounts. But there are a couple of things we need to do. But now I said sign in and I made this one to be empty. Are you sure this is going to work? So let's click that and see if it's going to take us to that page. It's taking us back to what? Sign in page. Sorry, it's taking us back to what? The sign up page. So definitely it means that it's not working. So now we need to change it to what? Index. So that you can, no, you don't need to pass the HTML there. So no. So now you can see there's even an error. So I will need to put a forward slash before this. I'll put a forward slash before that, or I can remove the index and put just a forward slash. Let's go back and try this. Try. Now that works, right? So when you put a forward slash, only forward slash, it shows that that is the root of the page. That's the home page. So that settles that particular link there. So you can see. So it's showing you the home page here. So we're getting here, right? And you can still go to sign up page. So you can see you can move between the two. I hope that is clear now. So that's perfect. So we are back here for our create account. For us to create account, we have something called models.py, which is this one. This is where we're going to create our database, okay? But inside this database, there is something we call the user model. So we are going to use the user model now to create this account. From Django.contrib.all.models import user. Do you understand me now? So we have already gotten the user here. This is under models, right? But I don't think, let me take this one to our views. So on these views, we are going to make use of this very one, all right? So what I'm going to do is that, let me just see if I place. Okay, sorry. Let me go up here, and I'm going to just add it here, probably, if I'm not making a mistake. So right here now, we are going to remove this line. And what we are going to do now is that we have already grabbed, what do we call it, the email. We have already grabbed the password as well, right? So now we are going to do user, all right, just like what I have here now. So we are going to now equate this user and set it equals to the user model that we have actually imported. By saying user equal to user the objects of create user, we are creating the user now. And then we are now going to do that the email of the user is going to be equal to the email that we are going to enter, and the password is going to be equal to the password that we are going to what? Enter. Are you with me now? So let me see if that works. We are now going to do what? We are now going to save this into our database by saying user.what.save. Okay, when we do user.save, what I'm going to try now is that there are supposed to be an admin that needs to go into the admin section. Let me open a new page. Now, if I go to an admin page, there's something we call the admin. So we need to enter the admin page right here. Sorry, there's an error. Admin. Why? Okay. Okay, now we need to do migrations for us to be able to come to this admin page, all right? Because now, if we don't migrate, we won't be able to actually insert any user here. So what we need to do now is we are going to quit this server, Control C, and when we do Control C, let me clear the screen, and I'm going to run a command. Please, I believe everybody is listening. We are going to do pi manage.py. We are going to make migrations. Now, when we do make migrations, we are preparing the database, all right, to accept any changes that we want it to accept. And there are some data there, all right? There are some tables there that we want it to actually propagate for us as well. Do you understand? So that's why I said pi manage.py make migrations. There are some tables that came up with this. So let's go hit enter. Now if we hit enter, okay, it's like we ran migration the other day, did we? Okay, now what I will do is that let's run migrate. So now you can see now it has applied all those migrations. Now if it applied those migrations, I will need us to create a super user here. Are you with me? I want us to create, I hope you are listening or you are doing something else. I want us to create a super user that will be able to manage the database. So what do? I will do pi manage.py, so pi manage.py create super user. Pi manage.py create super user. Now that super user is going to be the person that's going to manage the whole application. Are you getting it now? If I hit enter, it's going to ask us some questions. Now what is the username? I'm going to use the username admin. All right. Okay, you are busy doing your own thing there.
No,
You are seeing me there. Now let's give the email address. I'm going to do admin at admin. So admin at what do you call it? Dot coding. Okay, I want to use something I can remember. Let's just say gmail.com. You understand me? .com like this. Okay, go down. It's going to ask us a password, right? 12345. 12345. It's common. Just say yes, Y, and hit go. So now we have actually created the account of an admin super user. Let's run the server. I'm going to run the server. And now once I run the server, we can actually log in as an admin. So let's go back here. Now we have the admin page.
wow.
Have you seen it now? Which we can actually use to log in. Now we have the admin and we have logged in into the database page. Is that clear now? Now, this is the user model that we were using. Admin auth user. But now you can see the account that we have just created. This is the account. You can see the user account that we have created. That's admin@gmail.com. But we want to use this to create from the front end. Are you getting it now?
Yes.
So if we are doing that, now let's try to see what we have. I'm going to create an account here. Let's just create my email is what? Okay, let's use this email. I'm going to set up a password. Let's just say West. You can use it anywhere. And let me just do sign up. Now something happens. CRS verification failed. Okay.
Add it to this one.
Okay, what page are we here? Are we logging in? Okay, did we not add it here? Okay, let's locate the sign up. It's there. Maybe we need to refresh the page. It's there. So let's refresh this page. You know, it was the old account. You know, when we actually restarted the server, we did not restart this page. So let's try it again. Emmanuel. Like this. And then let me use my name. Please remind me. Okay, now it said that user manager.create is missing one argument, which is username. Okay, let me see what happened here. So let's go to the views. Okay. Okay.
Email.
Okay, we are using email, but inside the object, the model, it has something called username. So, and it's telling us that we cannot go except we provide the username. Okay, so let's add one more thing. Let's add that what do you call it? Let's add the username. I wanted to just limit this before. So let's add a username. So let's call it name because we use it. Let's call it username. Okay. Then we have to go back to views. Can we go back to it? And then we have to also put username equals to what? Request.post. And here we need to pass that username also.
This one going to see like SQL that you have to put everything accordingly.
Just follow me. Username equals to what? Username. It's what we define here that works. Do you understand now? So not like what we did the other day. So now that we have this, I think we can see tried. Okay. So let's check back here from the database we have. Okay, everything is still normal. So let's go back to the sign up page. Now we have this. Okay, so we have, let me just use my name and let me use my email and let me still use that other name. So let's see what again we are lacking. So that is successful, right? How do we know? Let's go back here and then we have this here. Have you seen it now? So we have been able to create an account. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's
Now this person now does not have access to this page. All right, but you can authenticate him to do that. So now we have created an account, right? But we cannot log in now. If I use this is email, which is what my email, and I put in the surname and I click sign in, so it's not going to work, right? So we need to find a way to log in. Do you have any questions so far? We have been able to create an account now from front end. And the account we are able to create is just from this particular form, which is this sign up. Are we together? This is from this sign up page here. It says you only created a form, and inside the form we have username, we have an email, we have password. So we grab those one using our views, and in this view we created a function called sign up. And we said if request or method, if we click that sign up button, username is equal to request.post.get username. That is what we type into the username. And email equals to request.post email. And password is also equal to what we type inside the password. Now there's a user model that we just actually gotten, which is set to be equal to. We now use small letter. I can use anything to represent this user here. All right, we can see account on my account equals to user dot object or create. This must be the same. It must be correct like this. Then inside the bracket, all the value you want to actually insert into the database will now be actually will now follow. The first one is username, password, email and password. All right. And once you're able to do that, you set it equal to what you have actually gotten from that form submission. And then you now do user.save. This user.save will actually save that information. Now, if that is done, we need to direct or redirect the user to what? To login page. Are you with me now? So how do we now do that? We need to import something called return redirect. So from this line, we can import that render. Redirect. Hmm? So now we can get the redirect from this particular line here. So and at the end, how do we redirect? Let me remove this thing for you. So where is that? At the end, when we actually do that, we can now do return redirect. Here we are going to do almost the same thing here. This is going to be what? Request, and then we are sending to the login page, which is this login. That's the name we defined before inside the URLs. Let's see the URL. So in the URLs, we gave it a name. It's index. Sorry. Let's change it. It's going to be sign. That's the name we gave to it. So that's going to be what? Sign in. That's the name we gave it. So let's go back. Sign in. Where is that URL? Index. Sorry. The name we gave is index. It has to be the same thing here. So we gave it index. Have you seen it now? So let's try someone else again. Try to register and see if it's going to redirect us. So, name is not something happened. Let's go back. Where do we have this? We have this. The index page. It's giving one. Let's see where we have that page. Let's go back to the index page. Let me see the line that is displaying that name is not defined, and that's going to be line what? Line 6. Okay, views, line 6. Thank you. So let's go to that view, line 6. Okay, I've removed it. I've removed this already. That's why it's showing that. I'll remove this particular. Okay, fine. So we got that solved. Alright, that has been resolved. So let's go back here. And now we have this page. Let's go to sign up. Let me put this. Now, so from here now, let me create somebody's account. Yes, somebody should give me favor. Sorry, I'm coming. Let's use favor as your username. I use your name, but let me summarize. Your email, please. Your email, favor alase at gmail.com. Okay, you are busy doing something else. Now, what password do you want? Keep now. ICAK. Let me just use coding. Please remember coding. Do you understand me? So what we want to see is that whether it will take us back to the login page. Let's go. Okay, something happened. It worked. That has worked. It has actually logged in. It has actually created the account, but I think something happened here. I have an issue here. It's on the direct. That's something. You put it somewhere.
Also, you put it forward slash.
Okay, let's put it forward slash. Yeah. Okay. Let's just put it this way. Let me try someone else because that one is already there. So let's try it. So it's already there. That's it. Let's try someone else. Let me create somebody else's account. Inoluwa is your username. Ini, your email now. Ini Oluwa Okomo@gmail.com. So I'm going to use your password should be small letter Ini Oluwa. Have you seen it? Let's try. Okay, it's not really working. Something is happening. No reverse, not found. It's not valid view. Okay, no problem. To do this. Let me try it again for the last time. Let me just say I think we call it index. Sorry. So one last try. Habib, your email. Habib what? Ololade@gmail. Then your password is Ololade small letter. Ololade. Let me try it again. Sorry. Ololade. Ololade. Let's go. Okay, yeah, it works. Do you understand me now? So I had to remove the request and password. So it works. Do you understand me now? So we are now in the login page, but we cannot still log in because there are some things we need to do to be able to log in. So we have created all these users' accounts. Have you seen it now? So we have their password, we can log in. So I should change for like you should know that it's crossed out. That what?
Try to create another name.
Why do you need that? So you understand me now? So we already have this to log in. The next thing now is to actually write the logic for our login.